In 1953, a French engineer locked himself inside a concrete bunker and pressed play on a pipe organ rigged to produce a note no human should ever hear. Within seconds, the walls started to vibrate. His vision blurred. His chest tightened like a fist was squeezing his lungs from the inside. The note was 18 hertz, below the threshold of human hearing. He couldn't hear anything at all, but his body was reacting as if it was under attack. That one frequency now appears in almost every horror film soundtrack, every tornado siren, and every nuclear warning alarm on the planet. And the reason it works has nothing to do with your ears. So, if your ears never hear 18 hertz, what is actually picking it up? The answer starts with the size of the wave. At 18 hertz, a sound wave is about 19 meters long. That is too low for the eardrum to register as normal sound, so the signal moves through you instead. Your organs become the receiver. Your eyeballs resonate near 18 hertz, which is why Gavro's vision blurred inside the bunker. Your chest cavity can vibrate in the same range, which is why his lungs felt trapped. Then your nervous system makes a dangerous mistake. It reads that vibration pattern as the start of an earthquake. Your heart rate rises, cortisol floods your blood, and dread appears before you know why. That is the real effect of infrasound. You feel fear because parts of your body are shaking, and evolution treats that as a death signal. Gavro understood this in 1953, but the French military saw the next question first. Could the same invisible pressure be turned into a weapon? After the bunker test, the French military funded Gavro to build larger infrasound generators. They wanted to know how far the effect could reach. By the 1960s, his team at the CNRS lab in Marseille had built motor-driven pipes that produced waves below 10 hertz. The tests did not stay inside the room. Researchers in nearby rooms, behind concrete walls, reported nausea, organ pain, and vision so distorted they could not read. The effect reached hundreds of meters. That success created the problem. Infrasound waves are so long that they cannot be aimed like a normal weapon. They spread in every direction at once. The operator was in the blast zone too. The military abandoned the project because it hit the target and the person using it. The research was shelved, but the idea did not disappear. It moved into movie theaters, where the audience would pay to feel it. This is why a horror movie can feel different in a theater than it does at home. Major cinema systems are built to reach frequencies near 15 hertz. The THX standard requires that kind of low-end response. A 32-foot organ pipe produces roughly 16 hertz. That is why pipe organs have been useful in horror scores since the 1970s. Modern subwoofers can push those pressure waves through your chest while the music plays. You think the dread is coming only from the screen. Part of it is coming from sound below your hearing range. That also explains why the same movie can feel weaker on a laptop. Small speakers cannot produce the same infrasound. The picture is still there, but the body signal is missing. Your earthquake response fires in the theater, not on the small speaker beside your keyboard. Then filmmakers found a second trick. This one does not shake your organs, but it can keep your brain waiting for a release that never comes. The second trick is a sound that seems to rise forever. It never reaches a peak. That should be impossible, but your brain accepts it. Roger Shepard described the effect in 1964. It works by stacking tones that are separated by octaves. As one tone rises and fades out, a lower tone fades in underneath it. Your ear hears motion, but your brain never gets the ending it expects. Christopher Nolan uses this effect in many of his films. The Batpod engine in The Dark Knight uses a Shepard tone, so it always sounds as if it is accelerating. The ticking clock in Dunkirk uses the same idea. The endless staircase in Super Mario 64 uses it too. Once you know the trick, you start hearing it everywhere. The Shepard tone keeps your nervous system in anticipation. Your brain waits for the rise to finish, and it never does. Combined with infrasound, It can make you feel physical fear and unresolved tension at the same time. And one of the strangest cases did not happen in a theater. In 1998, an engineer named Vic Tandy was working late in a medical lab. He saw a gray shape at the edge of his vision. It moved. When he looked straight at it, it vanished. The lab already had a reputation for strange activity. Tandy was a skeptic, so the next day he looked for a physical cause. He clamped a fencing foil in a vise at his workstation. The blade started vibrating on its own. He measured the frequency at 18.98 Hertz. The source was a new exhaust fan at the end of the lab. At 18 Hertz, the human eyeball can resonate and create smeared gray shapes in peripheral vision. Look directly at the shape, and the effect disappears. Add the fear response, and the result matches a classic haunting, dread, apparitions, and cold sensations from pressure changes. Tandy published a paper called The Ghost in the Machine. After the fan was fixed, the haunting stopped. Later investigations found infrasound sources at other places with long histories of paranormal reports. Some ghost sightings may be vibrating eyeballs and shaking organs. The gray shape is an optical artifact. The dread is your earthquake response. And the sound designed to cause panic is not rare. Ocean waves make it. Wind makes it. Passing traffic makes it. You have lived inside infrasound your entire life. The change is that people learned how to aim it at you on purpose.